Okay, so our topic for today is all about the hyperbola. So hyperbola is the fourth type of the conic sections. Okay, so we have the first three. We have the circle, the parabola, and the ellipse. And then the fourth one will be the hyperbola. So the properties of hyperbola is something quite different from the uh, properties of the ellipse. So there are some addendum. Okay? May mga additional tayo na properties sa hyperbola na wala sa ellipse. So when we say hyperbola, it is the locus of all points in the plane such that the absolute difference of whose distances from the two fixed points f and f prime is a constant. Okay, so that constant is equal to 2a. Okay, so in hyperbola, okay, in ellipse, we are talking about, so we are talking about, okay, so sum, okay, in ellipse. But in hyperbola, we are talking about the difference. Okay, so same ang standard equation, pero ito ay magiging minus. Okay, so what are the properties of the hyperbola? The first one is the curve of the hyperbola is symmetric with respect to the x and y axis. So same like this, okay, this graph. Okay, so that is symmetric. Okay, pag sabi natin symmetric, magkamukha. Okay, mirror to one another. Okay, so kung meron tayo dito, for example, this is our x-axis, okay, and this is our y-axis, okay, so this graph, okay, that curve is symmetric with one another. Okay, the value of A, unlike in ellipse, is not necessarily B greater than B. Okay, because in ellipse, our A is always greater than B. But in here, in hyperbola, okay, A can be greater than B or B can be greater than A. Okay, it depends on the value of our A and our B. But you have to take note that A is not necessarily B greater than B. Okay? Okay, so the third property, each length of the latus rectum is 2b squared over a, which is the same with the length of the latus rectum in ellipse. Okay, so that's for latus rectum. But if we are talking about the latera recta, okay, so you have to twice the latus rectum, and that is 2 times 2b squared over a, which is equal to 4b squared over a. So this is the length of the latera recta. Okay, the next one, BB prime or the vertices of the hyperbola. So the same with the ellipse, our denotation for our vertices is BB prime. Okay, so these are the points of intersection, okay, of the hyperbola with the transverse axis. So pag sinabi natin transverse axis, okay, it is a line that contains the foci and passes through the center of the hyperbola. Not just only the foci. Okay, in transverse axis, we also have here our vertices. Okay, kumbaga sa ellipse, ang transverse axis is our major axis. Okay, nagbago lang yung kanyang tawag. Pero pag sabi natin transverse axis, that is what we call the major axis. Okay? Next, we have PP prime are the points of the minor axis or yung tinatawag nating conjugate. Okay, so conjugate in hyperbola, minor axis in our ellipse. Okay, so still our BB prime it has a length of 2A. Same thing with our BB prime has a length of 2B. So conjugate axis is the line that is perpendicular to the transverse axis and passes through the center of the hyperbola. So let's say for instance, okay, so this is our graph for example. Okay, so this is our hyperbola. Ang tawag natin dito is branches. Okay, this is the left branch and this is our right branch of the hyperbola. Ang ating tinatawag na transverse axis is a line. Ito yon, line that passes through the center and the foci. Okay, so this is our foci. Okay, and this is our vertices. Pag sinabi naman natin conjugate, it is a segment or a line that is perpendicular to the transverse axis and then passes through the center of the hyperbola. Okay, so yung tinatawag natin conjugate. Okay, ang conjugate is always perpendicular to our transverse axis. Okay, the next one is wait. So the length. Okay, so the length of the transverse axis is 2A or the major axis. The length of the conjugate is 2B, and we also have the focal length, which is 2C. Okay, same properties with the ellipse. Okay, so BB prime is still 2B, focal length is 2C, and our conjugate transverse or the vertices or the major axis is 2A. So that's the length. Okay, from this is from BB prime. This is our BB prime, and this is our FF prime. Okay, so we have the equations of the hyperbola when centered at the origin. Okay, so as what I've said, okay, so A is always greater than 0 but less than C. Okay, so ibig sabihin, yung value ng C ang pinakamalaki na value. Okay, and then A is not necessarily B greater than B. So in order for us to get the value of B, okay, so that is C square minus A square. Okay, so this is our standard form. Okay, so don't mind this. Huwag niyo na itong tandaan kasi yan ay formula. Okay, so this one, okay, in our standard form, unlike in ellipse, okay, fix yung ating value dito sa ilalim. Fix yan. Yung E square, B square. Hindi yan nagagalaw dyan. Okay, ang nagagalaw ay itong position ng x squared at saka nitong y squared. So, same process pa din. Ang una nating tatandaan is number 1, kung saan parallel, okay, ang ating transverse axis. Yan ang una nating titignan. Para malaman natin kung saan siya parallel, titingin lang kayo dito sa unahan ng equation. In this standard form, ang nasa unahan niya ay x squared. That's why the transverse axis here, okay, so the transverse axis is parallel to x-axis. Bakit parallel kay x-axis? Kasi si x ang nandito sa unahan. Okay, so the second one, number 2, after finding kung saan siya parallel, is hanapin nyo yung A square and B square. Okay, in order for you to get the value of A and to get the value of B. Okay, and then to get the value of C, that is still C square equals A square plus B square. So manipulating this, okay, this equation, so we have C square, ililiban mo ngayon si A square sa kabila, so that will be B square, iniliban mo ito, that's negative, papunta sa kabila, that will be positive A square. Or this one, A square plus B square. Okay, then after that, okay, after the value of A and B, okay, so the third one is get the center. Okay, you have to get the center of the hyperbola. And then saka mo gagawin nyo ngayon yung plus and minus or yung add and subtract. Okay, if that is parallel to the y-axis like this one, okay, so nagpalit ng pwesto yung x and yung y squared at saka yung x squared. So this one, the transverse axis is parallel to, okay, in here, the transverse axis is parallel to the y-axis. Okay? So, siya ay parallel kay y. Okay, siya ay parallel kay y kasi si y ang nandito sa. Okay, for the equation of the asymptote, don't mind this kasi meron akong analytic method na ituturo sa inyo. Okay, huwag na natin yung kuhanin. But actually, this is the formula. Formula ito. Okay, na kailangan yung tandaan kapag kinukuha natin ang ating asymptote. Kapag ang transverse axis ay parallel kay x at ang transverse ay parallel kay y. Okay, so this is our graph of the hyperbola. As what I've said, this is symmetric. Okay, symmetric about the x. This is the x-axis and this is the y-axis. So that is symmetric about. So ibig sabihin, that is mirror to one another. Okay, kumbaga kapag if-inold mo, parehas siya na magiging shape, parehas siya na magiging itsura. That is what we call symmetrical. Okay, so the midpoint of this symmetrical figure of our hyperbola is the center. Laging tatandaan. That's the midpoint. Okay, for example, let us find the properties of the hyperbola. Okay, find the coordinates of the vertices, foci, length of each latus rectum, and equations of the asymptotes of the following hyperbolas. Then sketch the graph. Okay, so those are the examples. Okay, so tanggalin natin ang... Okay, so here, in our example, okay, x squared over 9 minus y squared over 16 equals 1. Okay, first, let us identify saan parallel ang ating t-axis or yung ating transverse axis. So since si x ang nandito sa unahan, so the transverse axis is parallel to x axis, right? Okay, and then after that, let us find a square and b square. So katulad ng sinabi ko, okay, so hindi nagbabago yung position ng a square at saka ng b square. So our a square is 9, extract the root para makuha natin ang value ng a, and then our a is positive negative 3. So our b square here is 16. So b square equals 16. Okay, extracting the root again, and then our b is positive 4. So in order for us to get the value of c, just use this equation. Okay, so para siyang Pythagorean formula. Okay, so that is a square, we have 9, plus b square, that is 16. So getting the square root, in order for us to get the value of c, that is positive negative 5. Okay, and then after that, after finding a, b, and c, let us get the center. Okay, so here, laging tatandaan kapag the x squared at y squared lang, ang center natin dyan ay 0, 0. So since ang ating transverse axis ay parallel kay x-axis, okay, so tayo ay mag-a-add at magsusubtract kay x coordinate para sa ating vertices and foci. Okay, so our vertices is denoted by a. Okay, so we have 3, positive, negative 3. So since parallel to kay x-axis, gagamitin natin dito is yung ating x-coordinate. So we have 0 plus 3, that will be 3, then copy 0. And we have 0 minus 3, that is negative 3, comma 0. So this is our vertices. For our foci, so same process, since that is parallel to the x-axis, okay, so tayo ay mag-a-add and susubtract kay x coordinate and then copy yung y. So the foci is denoted by letter C. Okay, so our C here is positive negative 5. Okay, so if that is positive negative 5, so we have 0 plus 5, so that will be 5, comma 0. And we have 0 minus 5 is negative 5, comma 0. For our conjugate axis, endpoints of the conjugate axis, okay, so para makuha yan, kung tayo nag-add at subtract kay x, kay conjugate axis, dun tayo kay y, and then copy mo yung x. So that is 0, comma, okay, 0, BB prime is denoted by small letter b. Okay, so we have positive negative 4. So 0 plus 4, so that will be 0, 4, and we have 0, just copy 0 here, and then 0 minus 4 is negative 4. Okay, so these are the essential properties of the hyperbola para ma-graph mo siya. So the vertices, the foci, and the endpoints of the conjugate axis. Okay, after that is get the length. Okay, get the length of each latus rectum. Okay, so we have, okay, from L1 to L2, that is given by 2b squared over E. So that is 2 times our b squared is 16, all over our E is 3. So that is equal to 32 divided by 3. Okay, so the length of our latus rectum, okay, is equal to 10.67 units. Okay, 10.67 units. Okay. Okay, so in order for us to get the endpoints of the latus rectum, okay, endpoints of the latus or endpoints of the latera recta. Okay, so we have L1. Okay, para makuha natin ang L1, titingin ka dito kay endpoints. Okay, this one is each to ha. Tatandaan, ito ay each, hindi ito yung, sorry. Okay, so wait lang. Ay, wag natin ilagay ang LLR, baka malito kayo. Okay, so this is length. Ganun. Okay, so this is the length of the, okay, so lagyan na natin dito ay L1, L2. Yan, L1, L2. So para makuha natin ang L1, okay, so titingin tayo kay focus. Kakalimutan yon. Kay focus na tayo ngayon titingin. Okay, dito. Okay, so since we are looking for L1, so that is 10.67 divided by 2 para makuha natin ang endpoints ng latus rectum. Okay, so that would be 10.67 divided by 2 is equal to 5.34. Okay, 5.34 units. So from here, dito tayo titingin for L1 and L2 kay focus. So kung nag-add tayo kay focus kay X, okay, so ikakopy natin itong si X. So that will be 5, so that is 0. Mag-a-add and subtract ka ngayon nung length ng L1 to L2. So that is 0 plus 5.34 is 5.34. Okay, and we have L2. Okay, so just copy also 5. Okay, pag L1 and L2, dito lang kayo titingin sa unang foci. Okay, and then we have 0 minus 5.34 is negative 5.34. Okay, for L3, okay, so to get for L3, dito ka naman yung titingin sa kabila ng focus. Okay, so that is copy yung negative 5. Okay, so the reason kung bakit kinakopy natin tong first coordinate is si focus kasi ay dito tayo nag-add kay x coordinate. So ikakopy mo lang yon. And then mag-add and subtract tayo dun sa second coordinate ni focus. So that is 5.34 plus 0 is 5.34. Kaya ganito. Okay, and then for L4, mabagal ang wifi. Okay, for L4, so we have negative 5, comma, okay, so to get for the L4, so that is negative 5, comma, so that from 0, okay, so this one, okay, so this is 0, okay, 0 minus 5.34 is also negative 5.34. Okay, so this is our L1 to L4. Okay, so the next property is to get the asymptote. Okay, is to get the asymptote. Okay, so to get the asymptote, okay, of this our equation, so that's for talagang sumulat. Okay, ito tayo. Annotation. Okay, so let us find the asymptotes. Okay, so to find for the asymptote, okay, kuhanin mo yung equation natin. So we have x squared over 9 minus y squared over 16 equals 1. Ang una mong gagawin is kukunin mo yung square root ng numerator at ng denominator. Okay, so square root ng x squared is x over square root ng 9 is 3. Okay, so this negative, gagawin lang natin siyang positive, negative. Kasi dalawa yan, dalawang line yan. Isang positive at isang negative. And then square root ng y squared is y over square root ng 16 is 4. Instead of equating it to 1, you have to equate it by 0. Okay, and then get the common denominator. So that will be 12. Okay, so then we have 4 times x. So that is 4x. Okay, the reason it is 12 is that because it is 3 times 4. Okay, then we have positive, negative. 3 times y is 3y equals 0. Okay, cross multiply because this is 0 over 1. So we have 4x plus 3y equals 0. Positive, negative. 3y equals 0. Because 12 times 0 is 0. Okay, so therefore, the line of our asymptote for our L1, paghihiwalayin natin tong positive, negative. So that will be 4x plus 3y equals 0. And for our second line of asymptote is 4x minus 3y equals 0. So these are the essential properties of our hyperbola. Okay, so we have the vertices, we have the focus, we have the endpoints of the conjugate, we have the L1 to L2. Okay, sorry. So we have to get also, okay, we have to get also the length of the latera recta. Okay, length of the latera recta is 2 times our L1 to L2. 2 times 10.67. And that is equal to, okay, 10, so that is 4, carry 1, 12, 13, carry 1, 0, 2, 2. Tama ba? 0, sorry. 21.34 units. Okay, so this is the length of the latera recta. 21.34 units. That's from L1 to L4. Okay? Okay. So let us proceed to if we're going to graph this, yan ang kanyang graph. Okay, example number 2. Okay, so we have y squared over 16 minus x squared over 9 equals 1. Okay, so saan parallel ang ating t-axis or ang ating transverse axis is in the y-axis. Kasi si y ang nandun sa unahan. Okay, and then get our a square, which is equal to 16. Therefore, our a is positive negative 4. Okay, our b square is equal to 9. Then our b is positive negative 3. To get the c, that's c square equals a square plus b square. And that is equal to 16 plus b square is 9. So c square equals 25. To get the value of c, that is positive negative 5. Okay, so we have now the value of our a, the value of our b, and the value of our c. The next thing that you have to do is to get the center. The centers, katulad na sinabi, kapag tay x squared or y squared lang, the center is at 0, 0. Okay? So, since parallel siya kay y-axis, kay y coordinate tayo, mag-add and subtract for focus and vertices. Okay, for the vertices, so you need to copy 0, then we have 0 here. Okay, so for vertices, that is A. Okay, 0 plus 4 is 4. And we have 0, 0 minus 4 is negative 4. Okay, next is for the foci. So we have 0, just copy 0, then 0 plus 5 is 5. And 0, 0 minus 5 is negative 5. Okay, so for the endpoints of the conjugate axis, okay, so we have, kung dito ka nag-add kay y, si conjugate dito ka mag-add kay x. Okay, so that is for B. Okay, 0 plus 3 is 3, just copy 0. Okay, yung y coordinate. And we have 0 minus 3 is negative 3, 0. Okay, so we have now the vertices, the foci, and our endpoints of the conjugate axis. Okay, the next one is the distance from L1 to L2. And that is 2b squared over a. So that is 2 times our b squared is 9 over a. Our a is 4. Okay, so that is equal to 18 divided by 4 is equal to 4.5 units. Okay, so that's for L1 and L2, or the length of each latus rectum. Okay, so from here, from 4.5, okay, 4.5, you have to divide it by 2 para makuha natin ang ating L1 hanggang L4. Okay, for L1, dito ka titingin kay focus. Okay, nag-add tayo kay Y, so for L1, mag-add tayo kay X. Okay, so our L1 to L2 is 4.5 units. You need to divide it by 2, that will be 2.25. Tama? Okay, so we have 2.25, and then we have 0 plus 2.25 is 2.25, copy yung Y. So that will be 5. For our L2, okay, so that is 0 minus 2.25 is negative 2.25, copy yung Y. So that will be 5. For our L3, dito tayo titingin sa kabila ng focus. So that's still 0 plus 2.25 is 2.25, just copy the Y coordinate, and that is negative 5. For our L4, so that is 0 minus 2.25 is negative 2.25, copy yung Y coordinate, that is negative 5. So these are our L1 to L4, or the endpoints of each latus rectum. Okay, endpoint of each latus rectum. Okay, so here are these are the essential properties of the hyperbola. Okay, and then we have the length of the latera recta. You have to twice. Okay, the length of each latus rectum. So that is 2 times 4.5, and that is equal to 9 units. Okay, so therefore, the length of each latus rectum, or the length of all, okay, latus rectum or the latera recta is 9 units. Okay? Okay, so let us get the asymptote. Okay, so same process, just copy the equation. So we have y squared over 16 minus x squared over 9 equals 1. Get the square root of each term, the numerator and the denominator. Then we have y over square root of 16 is 4. This negative, just change it by positive negative. Square root of x squared is x, over square root of 9 is 3. Okay, instead of equating it by 1, equate it by 0. Okay, get the common denominator. 4 times 3, that's 12. So 3 times y, 3y, 4 times x, positive negative 4x equals 0. So since this is 0 over 1, cross multiply. 3y positive negative 4x times y, 3y positive negative 4x equals 12 times 0 is 0. So therefore, for our L1, we have 3y, just get the positive. 4x equals 0. For our L2, okay, so for our L2, that would be, okay, for our L2, the negative 1. So we have 3y minus 4x equals 0. Okay, so these are the asymptotes. Okay? Okay, so if you want to see the graph, okay, of this equation, okay, so this is the graph. Okay, may nakasulat palang solution. Okay. Yan, that's the graph. So the transverse axis is parallel to y, kaya yan ay nakabuka pataas at pababa. Okay, itong dalawang linyang ito, this is our line of asymptote. Okay? Okay, isa pa. Okay, so wala nakalagay. So maglagay tayo ng isa pang example. Sorry. Okay, maglagay pa tayo ng isa pang example. So another example. Okay, so for instance, we have number 3. So we have, for example, 16x squared minus 9y squared equals 144. Okay, same with the ellipse. Kapag yan ay 3 terms lang, okay, kapag yan ay 3 terms lang, automatic ang center niyan ay 0, 0. Or ang gagawin natin dyan is ililipat natin siya kay standard form. So para makuha natin ang standard form, okay, we have to make 144 equal to 1. So if we have here 16x squared minus 9y squared equals 144, let us divide it by 144 para maging 1 yung 144. So this will be 1. Okay, how many 16 do we have in 144? So we have x squared over 9. Okay, minus, how many 9 do we have in 144? Okay, so we have y squared over 16 equals 1. Okay, so this example is similar with the previous example I had given you. Okay, so ganun lang yung pagkuha ng standard form. So ang sunod na nito, saan parallel ang ating transverse axis? So nasa unahan si x, so therefore, ang ating t-axis is parallel to, okay, x-axis. And then get the value of our a square, our b square, and then get the value of c square. Okay? So yan, ganun lang ang pagkuha niyan. Kapag siya ay kapag hindi siya naka-standard form. Kailangan, kapag hindi siya naka-standard form, you have to change it by, in. Asan na yan? Okay, you have to change it in its, okay, standard form. In its standard form. Okay? So yan ang gagawin. Okay, so for our next lesson, okay, so kindly view on your next lesson package on your Genyo, okay, the next topic, which is still the hyperbola when the center is not on the origin, or the center, okay, the hyperbola in which the center is at HK. Okay, but before that, okay, kindly answer the practice part of your ellipse, okay, right after the examples when the center is at the origin. Okay? So thank you for your listening. God bless you.